Welcome back. So I'm going to be playing some of the Outer Worlds, and I'm going to play this on the hardest difficulty, Supernova. If you reduce the difficulty, you can't re-enable it. Enemies have more health and deal with more damage. You must eat, drink, and sleep to survive. Companions can die permanently. Crippled bodies need to be healed by bed. Weapons and armor work poorly with zero durability. You can only fast travel to your ship. You can only sleep inside your ship, and you can only manually save when inside your ship. Autosaves are limited. Let's have a go at this, shall we? I'll bypass some unnecessary parts in this game just to save some time. If you see any cut up parts, it means I just bypass the parts. Let's get into it, shall we?
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Alright, stats. Let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with intelligence, bit of perception, and charm. Some points remaining. Let's see. I'll play around the knobs a bit. Let's go with what I think is good for the survival. I mean, there's no wrong way to play this game. You can go with any stats you really want.
You'll need all your wits to save your fellow colonists.
You can go high intelligence if you want to, but no, I'm gonna even it out a bit. High on int, bit of perception, charm, temperament, dexterity. For my first play, I'm not gonna go with the melee route, so I'm just gonna go average on melee.
Oh,
we're gonna go with guns.
Stories about you from here to Hephaestus.
Definitely doing guns for this run, and maybe tech. For party damage. Yeah. Because death to your party is permanent, so I might want a little bit of leadership to help the party members benefit from that. Ooh. The aptitude. Let's see, aptitude is Alright, so I quickly read through most of these.
Class
I think...
A. Oh, right. test subject.
Thinking of between scientist and... I was thinking between scientist and
I hope
medical.
you're comfortable with needles.
I think I'll go with toss ball for inspiration, help with the party inspiration. Next up is, I'll just make a random character, so I'm just going to slide these around real quick. Let's bypass this part. And that's pretty much it. I doubt I'm going to see my character anyways, so I just slid stuff around. I was going to make a funny looking character, but I'll save that for my next run. And I'll stick with these choices for now and start the game.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers.
Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down.
Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh. Yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Wow, look at this environment. Look at that skybox. Holy crap, that's beautiful. That is gorgeous. You know, if you've seen a lot of my playthroughs, I always admire skyboxes, but yeah, this skybox is beautiful. In this world, oh, what is that? It's like a little creature of some sort. I want to see if I can pick it up or something. Oh, there's trees, the way the plants grow. Very beautiful, beautiful environment. Except for that piece of doodad inside the rock, you know, that happens, but we're just gonna pretend that we didn't see that. And try to catch one of these critters. Whatever they're called. I just want to get a name of them. Nah, well, we'll figure it out later. Alright, if you double jump back, double jump left, double jump right, it actually dodges. So that's how you dodge in this game. I was just testing out the dodge mechanics. Because I saw that little space bar on the top left that says space bar twice and a little symbol, so I kind of just went with that clue. I should probably read the advices on the bottom right. Sneaking, use tall grass and rocks and other cover to hide. Sneak past enemies, sneak up to them to initiate combat. Okay, so these guys are probably really, really bad news. I don't have any weapons on me right now, but I'm going to sneak past these guys real quick. They look like carnivores. Ooh, that was scary. Go down here and I'll start reading responses if I meet anyone. So, what's going on?
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Good old time freeze mechanic. Where have we seen that from? Oh yeah. Very familiar games. Alright, there's someone.
You, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Stay still. I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Spacer's what?
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
You're hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit. You're as good as dead.
Spacer's Choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Let's go with Intimidate. You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Oh, I'm off. You're still an idiot. Reading slogans to me. Weapon management. You can have up to 4 weapons. You can expect weapons. It's pretty sweet. Sorry, I read quite a bit quick, so I'm gonna read these real quick. Tutorials: drag armor and helmets, put them on. You can drop them, blah 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 blah. Consumables: you can use consumables, drop them, put them in slots, mix them together with drugs. Sweet. So instead of just a consumable, you can mix additional stuff to them. All right, got that out the way. Let's see what's next. Alright, so I only have 1 slot for now, so I'll put that in there. Oh, nothing else. The interface is pretty easy, and the map is not that big, it seems like. But it seems like it's just a piece of the world right now, so my guess is we'll see more. It's either going to expand as we explore, or it's going to be different zones. It's pretty neat if that's the case.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Well, at least I know what those things are called now. They're called sprats. So it's a rat with an S. SP. Sprat. Tactical time dilation. Oh, that's the slowdown mechanic. So it looks like we'll be shooting body parts again. Sweet. Always love this mechanic. Alright, I see a bad guy. I'm gonna sneak up on him. Oh, explosive barrels. Dead. Oh, here comes another one. Tactical time. Oh. Oh ho ho. I think he's blinded. I shot him in the eyes. That is fantastic. Great, I love what's going on so far. It's not crazy in terms of loot like previous games where you just loot everything. I'm so tired of junk loot. So it's now highlighted loot, which makes a lot more sense. And it looks like there's only 3 types of ammo: light, heavy, and energy on the top right. So I guess guns only use those type of energy in 4 slots. That's a lot of weapons. But since I'm going gun mode, I'm going to use melee for now and just try to save up ammo, because I think ammo might be a bit scarce in this. Might not. I'm not 100% sure, but just to be on the safe side. You know how I play. Gotta be survival. Alright, we're gonna sneak. Stealth. Stealth with the TDD. Alright, TTD. And I'm gonna swipe them for crits. Bam! Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh! Gibbed. That's hilarious. His body just went flying all over the place. Yeah, he smells blood. Can you see it? It's the AI test. What's his reaction gonna be? Here I come. Swipe. Ah, we're out. Got him though. Oh, there's another one. Block, block, block. Oh. Swipe back. Gotta be careful, there might be more down there.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
So I've heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in the cave.
Really? How is he?
He'll make it. I helped him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Making them do the work for me. Get to it, guys. Got him.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Serves you right, dissident.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you gonna do? Self-destruct?
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Prepare to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
I need to get the ship in the air.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Your captain's a red smear under my escape pod.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne is dead.
I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience.
You don't understand. My name is Canutty.
I understand. You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol accordingly. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Knock it off with the Captain Hawthorne nonsense.
It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Sweet. We're going to be picking some skills and some perks. Let's go with a little bit of a mix-up. Some dialogue, some tech, some ranged, some leadership. There we go. Some decent perks I like, but I think I'll go with Pack Mule first because I have a feeling I'm going to be carrying a lot. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Pack Mule for sure.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
You got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Right, I'm just exploring these sides. Got into series mode for a second because of those marauder mobs on the side. Oh, we got more. Gotta crouch and shoot these guys up.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical, soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Oh yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
If your resistance need another gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple of pointers.
Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
I'm gonna go around, steal some stuff if they're not looking. Oh, you stop, Ben. Shh. Right, after looting some places, I'm gonna go ahead and enter Edgewater, the town, and let's see what we'll see.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
Why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
You make it sound like I'm being watched.
The walls talk, is all. We all got sights on each other. Any of us breaks company protocol, boss is gonna hear about it from 6 different mouths. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
I've got some training. I could take a look at you.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
If you insist.
Afraid I do. Don't sit right with me is all. Good for nothing like me getting special treatment from some fancy outsider. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
A little too late for that.
I'm glad you see things my way, and not for nothing. But I appreciate you giving me the time of day. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Alright, I just went ahead and robbed the whole place up. Now we're getting out of here.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Do your haircuts usually come with free lectures?
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
I'm looking to repair my ship.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
You're a vicar?
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties.
You don't seem to like him much.
He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Yeah, let's see. Let me see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
Had your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
You read the latest
Gotta keep
report?
our heads up.
Carry on.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to where am I again?
You're drunk?
What? No, I'm Winslow. Lester Winslow. Says so right on my permanent record.
I just don't vomit on my shoes.
Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet?
You were injured?
Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional.
You sound like you need a surgeon.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
I don't know you.
I'm Kennedy.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
And what a fine establishment it is.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
Fine by me. Let's see what's on the tap.
Coming right up.
Right, it took like 15-20 minutes to rob that whole freaking place. Alright, let's go.
Another day at the cannery.
Yes, Mr. Quite fine, Mr. Johnson. Never been helped. Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Wave my gun around. Hand over all your bits.
Oh, law, please don't eat me. I got scrumbox and chalkstones. You don't want none of that. Wait a second. I heard marauders don't talk much. You can talk just fine. Did Mr. Thompson send you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
You've got the plague? Get away from me, you leper.
You're right. I'm plagued. I'm afflicted. I know it's hard to believe, what with the fine and dashing figure I got. But it's all true. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't you? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
We should keep our
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
I'm looking for work.
Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Another day at the cannery.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
I'm looking for a power regulator.
Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious.
I've been outside. I'm not impressed.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
So you'll consider it? I do appreciate you hearing me out, and, your discretion. It's a handwritten journal, A faded blue cover with the name Mbakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, we can start with the introductions. I'm Kinnari.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass.
My ship needs repair. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do.
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
All right, we got our first companion. Sweet. Let's go and check out what we can do in the options for our companions. It looks like we can gear them out a bit, give them some stats, give them some basic commands.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office so we can talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Well, you can't leave it at that. Why are Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
I'm sure the deserters are very fine people, so what?
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong.
Right, next time we're gonna go out into the
That's
wild.
what my dad used to say anyways.
This is the end of this video. It took me like, what, 2 or 3 hours exploring this town and looting everything, pretty much. So, yeah. But we compressed it to 1 hour. Next episode, we're gonna go out in the wild and do our quest. I'll catch you guys then.